everyone, and as always, welcome back to Strategy Gaming Dojo, where we find, learn, and play one more turn of the great strategy games. Today, back into the flagship, Gary Grigsby's War in the East 2. This is our Let's Play against the Soviet AI, and we're currently in the mud. Now, you wouldn't think in a game where you're trying to attack Soviet Russia, or Russia in general, that you would like the mud, but we like it now. We like it now. We didn't like it before. We certainly like it now. Wow, nice crew we got in here today. I don't think I can get all the way back to the top. Well, maybe I can. I was wrong. John Chappell is here. David Bartello. Anthony Watson. Nordhammer. Hello, Nord. How are you? Peter Kloss is here. Nord, I'm glad you got your own computer back. I didn't want you to be on the wife's computer. I know that could be a pain. I speak from personal experience. TBJ is here. Hello, double TBJ. Good to see you, CJ. Thank you for dropping by. Yeah, this is the general staff indeed, and I like it. Thank you for coming by. Hi, CJ. Did I say hi to you already? I don't know if I did, but if I didn't, hello. Well, now I put up a recorded episode last time. And there were a few things I wanted to go back and visit before we got scooching down the line. Now, we're not expecting an attack this turn. Maybe that's a bad idea. Maybe we should always expect an attack. But I think in the mud, the AI is very content to sit about. And I would imagine that would start to hurt their logistics quite a bit. Now, it's not as muddy to the east as it is to the west. Most of the rain has been to the west so far. Nord, well, we had a very successful baby shower, but yes, I was contemplating streaming, and my wife gave me that look that some of you probably know that made it very clear that streaming probably wouldn't be happening. So, indeed, I'm not in the doghouse because everything was good with the shower, but you make a fair point. Now, one thing we need to do here is we've got a lot of elements of Second Army, and Second Army is just kind of hanging back here. So one of the things I didn't do up in this big scrum is get some of the commands figured out, and we're going to do that now. So Second Army under Eric Marks. We don't want any mech in Second Army, that's for certain, and Marks isn't a very good general, but we don't have very much AP right now, and Second Army isn't going to be doing a whole lot right at the very moment, other than taking in some other divisions that we need to give other commands to. So you can see these divisions underneath here that are no longer on the line. They need to be replaced. Now, this is not one of them, actually, this Jaeger division. Well, that's not true. I think I want the Jaeger to come down here and get in the mud, so it is actually one. Let's take this Jaeger division and start moving him this way. Now, the Sturm division's not going anywhere. And who is he under? 5th Corps. Okay, 5th Corps. So we've got Block, we've got Busse, and we've got Ernst Highway to Hell. I think those are the three in Second Army, the three corps we have. And because Busse's got one, it looks like Marks has got, or did I say Marks? Marks is the head of Second. Block is who I mean. Block is probably the best general out of this group. Hell, I guess they're kind of even, actually. Ernst Hell, 7, so he's a 7657. I think I actually looked at this last time, didn't I? And then Block is a 7657. Okay, so they're essentially identical. And Block's already got a couple of divisions in here. So he is also going to take this light division, this Jaeger division. Yes, the Jaeger division. And we'll put that in with Block, but I probably should have seen 5th Corps. 5th Corps. Okay, so you're going to go into 5th Corps. Okay. And then we'll make sure, okay, there's one more there. It's this field division. Now, I could just give this field division to somebody else. Well, I'll put it into 5th Corps for now, and then we can figure this out next turn where some of this other stuff needs to go. But now you see, okay, now we're 10 of 10 under Hubei. And Hubei, obviously, we want to have as much as possible under. He is actually going up to 18th Army now, so that's good. I think I'll move 18th. Now, I don't think I can do that. 13 of 15, okay. That's fine. He'll stay right there. I guess he could back up one into town, right? Because that's 14 of 15. This should also be 14 of 15 down to Hubei. Okay, so now he's sitting in Riga as well. Fine. Now then, though, we've got Rindelik. He's got 16 of 10, and we need to get this figured out with these units back here. I think maybe I'll just give these to Ernst Highway to Hell. Although I did want maybe him. No, actually, I'm going to move Hell down here. So let's get Hell moving this way because I'm going to put whatever I can get out of 2nd Army kind of in this area. Now, I have part of 4th Army down here as well. Is that right? Yeah, 53rd. He's only got 2 of 10, so we can definitely stack more with him. Ernst Hell is 12th. I'm going to move him around here, and I'm actually just going to put him in this town right there for now. I've got him in 4th Army, actually. Let's put him in 2nd. Is that right? Nah, I'll keep him in 4th for now. Let's go back up here to 35th then. And now 35th can take this other stuff from Rindelik. It'll be all of these right here. Okay, so you're going to go into 35th. But before I do that, let's make sure he can transfer to... Oh, he's already in 2nd Army. Even better. All right, so all these guys are going to go into 35th. 35th Corps, there you are. And then I think all of our command problems are in the rear view mirror, or at least I hope. 35th Corps, and then 35th Corps. Now, one thing I wanted to do, somebody had mentioned one of the commands we had before, I think it was that 68th Reserve Corps that came on, is not locked. It's trying to pull 3 support units all the time. We need to fix that, but I'll wait till I find it. How about that? So let's just go here. Hubei, fine. Rindelik, 10 of 10 now. Perfect. Then we have 7th Corps under Gustav Fenn. That is fine. He's at 6 of 10. And then this Field Corps, okay, we don't care about that so much. But then we have Walt Weiss sitting here, 10 of 10. Then who is your command? It's down here. That is going to be a Recknagel, and he has 10 of 10, so that works just right. And then we've got the Hungarians, and I think we've finally got this sort of all sorted out for the most part. Now, part of 2nd, we're not really using 2nd Army right now. We may want that to go further south. And so for now, anyway, I'm going to bring it, let's say, I want to make sure it's on the railway. To where, though? I don't want to take him too far, just in case we need it for some reason. Actually, though, we got to make sure these guys don't get out of command because, those guys are going to need supply. I guess I'll just keep it right there for now. That's fine. I mean, I could move these headquarters back and around here. They still have that. That's all still in command. And then 5th Corps, he can scoop back, maybe get him on a roadway. Maybe actually put him on a railway. That's even better. Okay, now we got all that. Whew, all right. One thing I did do offline is I moved this Luftwaffe Field Division back. The reason I did that is he's got a 0. He's completely depleted. He couldn't stop anything anyway. The first moment something gets next to him, he would get moved out of there. And thank you for whoever said that in the comments, because that's absolutely true. And I just wasn't. There we go. 68th Corps assigned 3. Yep, that's not what we want. We want him to be on locked. Let's do that. And then we've got artillery mixed. That all looks good. So he's got the support units he needs. And this is Lance. Okay, 7, 6, 6, and 7. Perfect. He's probably a little far north, but he needs to stack with something. One thing I was thinking about doing is actually, I wanted to stay in the mud here, but I may have to come up one, although this Hungarian light, that could, that's fine. I think that's fine. We'll get this line straightened out, hopefully, and get them in the deep woods up to the mud right here. We're going to have to counterattack at some point. Not in the mud, but we are going to have to push this back and try to make the line go right through here if we can. Then, I think this is sort of where I had left off, kind of in this area. We had 52nd Corps here. That's under Dojo, 8667. Gotta like that. He's got Howitzer, Flak, Pioneer, Werfer. Oh, what I was saying before is I need to take one of these corps out of 2nd Army that's not doing anything. And maybe it is Ernst Hell. Neither one of those guys, but Ernst Hell. Where'd you go, Ernst? Oh, I brought him down here. And maybe, well, that answers that. I've already stripped out his support units. Okay, just wanted to make sure. I say I make sure. I had totally forgotten I had done that. This headquarters, he's got 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's scoot him back one. I mean, I could see the Soviets come in there. He's still got everybody in command. Now this is where we get going again. 11th Corps is sitting here in Koval. He has got 10 of 10, and when I say he, I'm talking about Erwin Janicki, or Janicki. 6, 6, 7, and a 7, that all looks good. He has got his howitzers, his cannons, his flak. He could probably use another flak. He could probably use, other things, but we don't really have them to give him. We have this unit, 328, that kind of got blown away last time. That I'm going to transfer back to the reserves, Axis reserves, and I think, let's see, we've still got the fresh brand new division there. We've got 3 rebuilt divisions, a panzer division. When I say 3 rebuilt, infantry, a panzer division that got rebuilt, and we have a corps here. So we've got a corps that can command, pretty much everything that we can bring on here. Although we do have other corps that are here, there, and everywhere. All right, so this is now all in 4th Army, I believe. And let's make sure he's in command. He is. Okay, and then we have the Hungarian command going back to this army. This is the corps. These Hungarians are still in decent shape. No real reason to make them run anywhere. I may take this Hungarian corps and just move it somewhere. I don't know. I'm going to put it in Warsaw just because I want to get it out of the way. I mean, I just don't need it right now anyway. Is he in command or out? 14 of 15. Okay, so we don't want the army to go any further. And then, as I was saying, yeah, 52nd Corps. So now 4th Army stretches all the way down here. Although we may bring 2nd Army down here to start taking some of this stuff. We do have 17th now under its command limit, 27 of 30. That's great. As a matter of fact, I really do. Next turn, I want to bring 2nd Army all the way down into this area. Just because some of, now we've got 17th Army okay, but 6th Army I think may need some help. We've also got the Kempf Army detachment down here. These guys all look okay. We're in heavy woods. Oh, that's only light woods. Well, crud. It's a fairly strong unit, though. This is a really nice strong unit, and that is in the swamp. Okay, well, that all looks pretty good. And then we've got 3 really, really not good units right here. And let's see if we can bring something in there. Now, it's probably not going to be the one all the way back by Berlin. This looks like the strongest of what we got. Can we get him there? Well, we can get him there. We can't get him into that dang town. And what I may do instead... Well, we're not going to get attacked, but all of these are in really bad shape. Or at least we don't think we're going to get attacked. We need to bring a new division in right here, certainly. What do we have up here? These guys are in bad shape too. So, these 2 stacks underneath 54th Corps, that's Friesner, are not in good shape. I wish I could get something all the way there by rail. So it's right here. Now, see, I'm tempted to take this here and then put these guys in the swamp because I don't want to lose the depot. Yeah, he could easily get here. But we, can't lose this either, right? What's back here? This is just a motorized on ready. Do I really... he really should be on reserve. Let's put him on reserve. In the light woods, that's fine. Well, I guess I'm going to roll with this for a turn, but we are going to bring this division around here to try to get up here and take their place next turn. This is probably far enough back, and I'll just leave them right there on the rail and then put them in there. These guys, then I'll back up and then take them out of here. They're in really bad shape. Now, Friesner is 10 of 10, so I can't give him that command yet. All right, so that's one place, but we actually probably need two, but I don't want to use them all up before we, let's determine everything we need first. There's a swamp hex. That's a rough hex. That's a clear hex. That's not ideal outside of Lvov, but I don't think we have anything here that's not a clear hex. We also have the 1st Romanian armor that is on reserve. Okay, I don't think there's much to do here. This is a real weak spot. I mean, between these two hexes, we need to get something in there in both, probably, but at least this guy is in the swamp. 6,300 men. Oof, let's go to defensiveness. But he's showing a 28 because he's in a level 2 fort. That's only an 18. These kind of crappy units are at a 29 just because they got a lot of men, I guess. 36, 48, 12. Well, that doesn't seem right to me. That's only in the light woods, though. It's 11,000. What's their TOE? 66? Yeah, okay. I think we got to kind of leave this as is. I would like to bring something in here, but I'm not going to commit to it yet. We've also got the 2nd Panzer Division that's out here, very strong, actually. 79 of 80. He's got a bunch of Panzer 3s, Panzer 4s. That all looks good. He's on reserve. He's just going to sit here, and he is underneath Kreising. And Kreising's got a good morale score, so that's good. So he's got 2nd Panzer. He's also got the 112th ID that doesn't look that strong. That's in Tarnopol. Then we have the 170th that looks a little better. Okay, and then I guess he's got this Panzer division as well, the 7th Panzer, that's only at 61. He's also on reserve. I kind of wonder if I should put something else in Tarnopol with this division. But again, I'm going to try to wait as long as I can to bring these reserves out. Doesn't mean I'm not going to bring one here. I probably will eventually. And then who do we have here? We've got 1st Corps, and this is under Jashki. He has got to be doing infantry because he's not good at anything else. Let's get Joshki. Well, I've got him on the train. Actually, let's undo that. Let's get back to move. There we go. So that's that, and there. I guess he could actually stack here, but this is a nice extra corps that we have out here. And then down here, I have under the Kempf detachment, 49th Mountain Corps. Okay, he's pretty good at infantry. Volkemeyer. That's how you say it, I think. Let's move this over. Oh, I see why I did it that way. Well, this actually then I guess kind of lines up the way I would want it. Volkemeyer is going back to Kempf. Kempf is at 27 of 30. He's got this headquarters, this headquarters. I think that all looks okay, actually. Defensiveness, 76, 49. That is only a 22, but we have a Panzer Division in reserve. So I'm getting these Panzer Divisions sitting in reserve. I like it. I like it. All right, here's the Romanian command, cavalry Romanian. These guys are in command. Yep. They're on ready, ready. I mean, I could put them on reserve, but I think ready's fine. He is on reserve, okay. And that's on reserve. Well, that all looks okay too. I guess it's a little bit better than I thought it was. Third Romanian army. He's going all the way back here, but he's in command. That's fine. Then we've got Netherlands back here on reserve. He's not going to stop Jack Diddley. And then we've got Romanians out here on the main line. I don't want that. I want to scoot them back, have Germans out here, and they can play the reserve and do like lattice work, right? A defense in depth. I do have 257th ID that I have brought in here, though. Look at that. Now that is intriguing. All right, so he's 10 of 10. That is 7 of 10 under the Panzer Corps. I do have the First Corps up here that's only got the one unit. He's 8 of 10. Why don't we go into 17th with you? All right, 17th Corps. And now First Corps opened up. And did I say he cannot do mech? I was right about that. But he can come around here to where, I don't know, Trudovsky? Sure, let's have him set right here. Okay, there was a widow's line there, but it's no longer there. He's got no command right now. He could take this infantry division that we could move right on the line there. 257th ID, perfect. And we'll put that in First Corps. Let's make sure he's got some support units. Not really, but oh, nice. Okay. Well, he could take the Romanian heavy howitzer, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to take gun howitzer. I'll take that heavy howitzer, even though it's not in great shape. Motorized light, regular light. We don't have any mix, so I'll have to put the Panzerjäger in there, and we'll put a Werfer in there. Wow, that works. Okay, excellent. And then. Oh, I was actually gonna take this off the line. That's why I did that. Well, it's okay. I'll take this motorized. I'll put it right here. We'll put him on reserve just in case he gets the chance. And then I can take, if we go back here, he's at 7 of 10. In 13th Corps, he's got this one Romanian group. Well, let's take the best Romanian group out of these two and go right there with it. And then we'll go back to 13th Corps. So this will be in 13th Corps now, and he'll be at 10 of 10. Okay, I mean, it shows 19, but that guy just moved. He's going to be a little tired right at the start. This now is 50, but I want to take this Romanian division and take it somewhere else. I could either put it right behind the line, let's say here, or I could move it down here and try to get this off the line. I'd also like to get this Panzer division off the line. Okay, first of all, you need to go into First Corps. So let's do that before we do anything else. So that's now in First Corps. Kempf detachment now is at 29 of 30. We can't really give him too much more unless we're willing to bring. That's why I want to bring Second Army down here. 50, 19, 41. Because of this Panzer division that I actually want to back off, put there. Take the Romanian infantry and put it there. Okay. Now that's back up to a 24, but we've got mismatched cores there. Don't love that, but at least I have something behind it. in the short term. We're going to put this remaining cavalry on reserve. We'll put 12th Panzer Division on reserve. Just let it kind of marinate there for a minute. Then we go 53, 56. Now I'd like to bring a division right in here and get this motorized off the line potentially, but we've got to save a lot of it for over this way. Now we do have this division though that can come in somewhere, maybe there, and we take this off the line as well. Okay, so that's a good division. Oh, I have a motorized here as well. I have a Panzer division here as well, and one there. I mean, we've got, you know, this is what I'm trying to avoid. I'm trying to get all the motorized pulled back off the line. 16th motorized is a really strong unit. I think, is this clear? Nope, that's rough. I'm not a dog. That's light woods. That's clear. Okay, I'm going to take that motorized off the line. I'll put him on reserve, and then I'm going to take the infantry. Yeah, he can't get there. So I'm going to actually undo that. Why? Gosh darn it. It's because of the mud. He can't get all the way up there, at least not this turn. I think this turn I'll put him like right here. And then who is going to be his command though? Because, oh, he can go in here. 24th Panzer Corps. Although, let's make sure that's Grouser. 876. Oh, he's good. Okay, fine. So that's 24th Panzer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, well, let's bring him down one more and put this in. 24th Panzer. All right, and if we go back to the Panzer Corps, oh, he's going back to Kempf. Aha! Okay, this is another reason I might bring 3rd Panzer Corps all the way down here, but we'll see. All right, so he's going to sit here for a turn, but he'll be, you know, that's going to be a nice defensive unit when I get him on the line. We need to get all of this motorized, all of that off the line, but we need to get all of this stuff out of here too. So let's start bringing units down. Let's get on the train and start getting down here as far south as we can. You know, like I said, it's kind of like everything in this area needs to be replaced. Now we've got a couple of, or a division at least, maybe 2, I can't remember, that's out this way. Why don't we bring 1 to there for now? I may go a little further with it. What's there? Oh, that's 17th Army. Okay, and then we'll bring another one to there. And there, so we have the Corps and the Panzer Division left. The Panzer Division I may want to leave up in this area and finally start bringing, you know, building a little bit of a backup for some of these guys. Maybe in this area too. We've already got, you know, 1 Panzer Division, another Panzer Division. Maybe bring in, you know, kind of in this area or near Lvov. Actually, I'm going to put him right in Lvov for now. And then I think we're good there. This Corps, I don't think at the very moment, well, that's not true. Let's put him on a train and we'll take him down here by the south. Sure, we'll just put him right there for now. And then let's go get the brand new division up by Berlin. That's 282nd ID, almost 17,000 strong these guys are. And we'll bring that south as well. How far can I get? I can get a long ways, but not out into this area. So I think, so let's take him as far as we can, which appears to be right there. And then let's go back and get 1 or 2 of these guys and kind of bring them up, you know, right behind the river here. 1. I think that's all right. And then I've got this division that I brought in here that can actually go get up by the line. Now, I don't think they can get on the line this time, but I think we'll go right there. That's fine. Everything else, I think we're going to leave exactly as it is. We're dug in 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. It's all mud here. I'd be shocked if we got attacked, but I've been shocked in this game before. 21, 39. I mean, all of this defensiveness looks pretty good. We've got everybody moved out and over. Back in Königsberg. Army Group Center, Luftflotte 1. Okay, H. We don't have anything else back there. We don't have anything at Warsaw other than this Hungarian Corps. Let's turn the depots back on and look at the depots. Okay, we got the Panzer Division I just brought in there. Go to move points. Oh, well, I'm glad I looked at this. So we had a withdraw at, my goodness, what a disaster that could have been. We had a unit that withdrew from Odessa. Gosh, can you imagine if they would have just taken Odessa right there because I wasn't paying attention? I mean, it's still 27 defensive, but I'm going to move this other unit over there and take it up to a 63. We only had one unit in there after that withdrawal. 31, 32, this all looks fine. How's 6th Army now? He's still at 35 of 30, but he's getting down there, and that's part of the reason we'll move 2nd over. Brand new division, brand new division. We'll start trying to outfit all of these as, rebuilt. I say brand new, but reinforced or rebuilt divisions. I think that's about going to do it this time. We got to go down here. 292nd ID. That's going to go back to the reserves. Okay. We've still got that cooking. That's fine. We don't have any more Romanians to bring over. I mean, I guess we could. We could put all Romanians over here at some point. We're showing 15, 9, 3, 22, 14, 6, and 4. None of that's strong, but he's not going to be attacking in the mud. 17 out here. All right, I'm going to go to the comments. What's happening, gentlemen? What's up, geezer? How are you? How close are we? Well, the point total needed to win for the Soviets right now is 575. And if we go to our info screens, so sudden victory would be 575. The Soviets have 524 right now. So they would need more than 3 of the 10-point towns. And if we went to map info, I can show you, the path to victory, if we were playing a human or if we were playing the Soviet side, would be to throw everything you could at Sevastopol. That's 36 points right there. Odessa, 16. Now you're up to 52 points. Well, that would do it, right, at the turn. But the AI has not been very interested in pushing for Sevastopol. Lvov is obviously something that I think the AI could take if it really focused on it. In the center, I mean, Warsaw's back here, but that's tougher because there's a lot of mud. Obviously we could bolster this defense if I needed to. We gave up Minsk, so up here really Königsberg, Riga, Pskov, Tallinn. But again, if he started to break through here, we could rush forces up there. Pskov, the Finns have stood tall, but again, against a human player, I think that would have certainly fallen. But that's okay. We're not playing a human player. This is our first game through. Lvov, really he's got enough forces out here, right, that if he consolidated them all right here and just pushed for Lvov, I don't think there's any way we could stop him. But that's not how the AI is playing, so that's okay. I'm fine with that. Hey, Peter. Well, I hope it gets going before that. Bill, we're going to win. We're going to win. It's a slog, is it? Well, Nord, you're always here. It can't be that big of a slog. I'm having fun. It's been forever since I played a game on the defensive like this. I'm enjoying it. Damn it. Okay, I think we're good. I think we could fly some freight. So let's fly some freight. I'm going to turn the turn and get this sucker going. Um, let's fly some freight out to. I mean, I must have a depot with 100 freight. There we go. We want to come out of Constanta. Let's just do multiple missions. We haven't had any problem flying out here, so let's fly as much out there as we can. And then we saw last time we need to try to probably fly at least one mission into Pskov and see if we can get through. Now we've had plenty of planes shot down out there in the past. All right, into Pskov. I don't really want to fly it out of there. How about as a stager out of Riga? Well, we don't have a whole heck of a lot out of Riga. What about out of Parnu? Yeah, let's fly it out of Parnu. Single mission. Let's see how many get shot. Well, see, 15 to 34. Now, we got 205 tons of freight in there. I'm sure we could have some kind of theoretical argument about whether that was worth it. We cannot have these guys get low on food or bullets, but that seems like a fairly steep price to pay. Let's go check on the reserves one time. Just make sure I've got stuff rebuilding to our liking. Yep, 292nd. I've got on a rebuild. Oh, let's hit Z here so we see the TOE. Well, gosh darn it. Okay, bring it back up. Did it do it? Ground. Yep, now we see the TOE. 1, 2, 3. Okay. A motorized unit and a Panzer Grenadier. Oh, I decided to do this mech unit and rebuild it instead of a 4th Infantry. I don't know. We could probably, debate that. I want this mech unit back out there. If we're going to try to prepare any kind of offensive, I want to get it out there and get thinking about it. Okay, unless somebody tells me I can't turn the turn, I'm going to do it. Well, yeah, this game is the draw card. People love this game. There's a lot of people that like the fact that I'm playing it through to the end. I understand what some of you are saying, especially a lot of people here from the very start. This has been an incredibly long game. You would have a hard time finding too many channels on YouTube that have a game that lasts more than 282 episodes, 1-hour episodes. That being said, I really do want to play this first one through. I want to upgrade the game. I want to play the Soviet side. That's why I'm trying to get this thing moving. You've probably noticed I put up a few more episodes this week, even when I had to record them. All right, I'm turning the turn. We can discuss this some other time. We've got bigger things to do. I want to win this game. No depot management. That's fine. And here come the Soviets. These mud turns should move pretty quickly, even if I have to record or whatever. I hope by the weekend or by Sunday to maybe have another turn or two in. We'll see. Now you can see rain is completely covering the map. That's what we wanted to see. If you're new to the game, the weather always changes at the start of the Soviet turn. Because in the rule book, they explain that the Allies had better weather forecasting. Is that true? I mean, I assume it is. I doubt they would say, I doubt they would just make that up, but I had never heard that before. It probably is true, I guess. Although, I mean, did that extend to the Soviets? Did they have like American or British weather balloons? I don't know. I found it interesting. When I read that in the manual, though. All right, going through their logistics phase. Yeah, how about it, right? My daughter might be the one that ends up winning this game. She'll be like, in memory of my dad, in memoriam. That's funny. It could be that long. All right, Soviet Air. Well, I'll certainly say that if you watch all 282 episodes of this, you would learn a lot about the game. Do's and don'ts. Hopefully a few more do's, but there are certainly some don'ts. I've been formulating my kind of grand overview or kind of grand strategy of what I want to do as the Soviets based on things that I've seen in this game. I don't know. I don't know. I just have not played the Soviets as much, even in the original War in the East, and so I've got a few different ideas of out of the box, but we'll see. We'll see. All right. Soviets are running some sorties. 293. They lose 66 planes. That's not really much, obviously. Organizing the fronts. We'll see. Front attacks. Do we see any? Nope. Moved right beyond it. All right. So the AI, yeah, is like McClellan out here. They're just doing drills. They're sallying in front of us and doing drills. Yeah, the AI is moving. I mean, they are moving, into gaps and stuff, but that kind of every other gap game that I like to play keeps them from going too far. Just because our zone of control, even if they do get past us, generally it's just a lone unit, and we can do the old bug squasher on them, the nutcracker, if you will. All right, now the Soviets are just flying freight. You can always get kind of an idea of where they may think about an offensive by watching where they fly in freight. All right, it's our turn. April 18th, 1943. It's turn 96 now. Boy, it looks like he's a long ways out here. Look how far that has gone since the winter of 41, when we were one hex away from surrounding Moscow. People forget that. We were one hex away from having Moscow surrounded. And then it was kind of like Napoleon's march back to France. It had slight stopovers in Rezhev and Smolensk and Minsk, and now here we are in April of 1943. All right, turn 96, April 18th, 1943. What does the news say? It just says there are Soviet partisans, so nothing new there. We'll look at the reinforcements. There's a lot of stuff to the map, but a lot of this is construction units, construction battalions down here. But up here, I mean, we brought a decent number of infantry units in. Hopefully we actually did get some support units. I would like that. Like a heavy Panzerjäger battalion showed up. That goes into the Axis reserves. We'll get that out as fast as we can. Got a lot of things that have come to the map, though, infantry divisions and otherwise. Heavy Panzerjägers from Western Europe to the reserves. 7th Flieger will finally be departing us next turn on turn 97. And then, let's see, we lose a lot of things, but it looks like support units from the map, mainly. I think those are all support units. Okay, cool. We lost 1,780 men last time, 49 guns, 8 AFVs, 37 aircraft. On the map, we gained 58,703 men, 369 guns, 198 AFVs, and 178 airplanes. The Soviets gained 75,000 men, 1,780 artillery pieces, 229 AFVs, and 480 aircraft. Now, one of the things, I keep talking about the mud. Wow, it saved us, whatever. I mean, obviously, we're rebuilding some and we're getting more units out on the map, but the Soviets have a huge production advantage on us, so every turn that goes by, I mean, they're building and building times 2, in some cases, like with the guns, times 5 faster than we are. So, yin and yang. Units, how many trucks we have in the units, how many we have in the depots. We've got 53,000 trucks repairing now because of the mud, I guess, because we're not too far away. And we've got depots pretty much everywhere along the front line, about as good as we could hope to. We did not receive a lot of material here, tons received. I think that's a production problem more than anything, because we're probably asking for a lot of anti-aircraft, anti-tank, and we're not getting it. Men received 24,000, tons received of freight. That's looking good. We're almost at like 100% there. So, okay. We have 214 counters on the map. 47 of them are less than 75% supply, but 0 of them are in critical supply or isolated. Supply alerts. So where are the supply problems? Well, kind of out here of some of the stuff we pulled out of Minsk. Maybe in a turn or so they may get back in better shape. Then in the Hungarians. Now I believe I have the Hungarians set at a 1, but whether I do or I don't, they're sitting out in the middle of a swamp. It's just hard to get stuff out here. Then we have some of the Luftwaffe field division, like that Luftwaffe field division, that's a little bit low. Also, the stuff that just came back on the map's a little bit low. Okay. A few things here or there, mainly the Romanians. I'm going to look at our supply priority this time. I can't remember. Maybe I turned these Romanians down. I just don't remember. Let's take the air off. We've also got a little bit of a supply shortage kind of out here in the Odessa area. Maybe we'll try to fly some more freight there. These guys look okay. I mean, this hex, it's got a little yellow. We got a little yellow out here, but these guys are well supplied now. Imagine that. After all of the heartache that I had trying to figure out how to get supply out here. Strength alerts. Well, we see a couple of Romanian units out here in orange. That's never good. We've got a lot of yellow. Well, these guys don't matter. They're back in Hungary. But all of this yellow up and down the line, not good. These are the 2 stacks I was talking about as we came down the line. Look at that triple orange. That's why I'm bringing that infantry in there, but I probably need a second one to go in there, I think, because this all kind of looks weak in this area. You can just see by the colors. This looks not bad. This unit's now orange. He wasn't isolated, but he was getting close to being isolated out here. Pull this back, maybe put it in Brest-Litovsk or something, and let it build a little bit. These are Luftwaffe field divisions, no biggie there. Strength alerts, coming out of the Minsk salient really hurt these guys. We do have, that's a Luftwaffe field division, I know that, but that is not, and that's not good. We've got an orange and an orange, here. Now we've got a yellow on top of that as well. If I take off the points, looking good in Pskov. They look great. Did they have a supply alert though? No, they didn't. We don't have any supply problems up here except for this one little hex right there. Okay, all right. Info screens. Order of battle. 2.5 million Germans are on the map. 2.47 million are ready. We have 196,000 men back in the reserves, 2,000 guns in the reserve, 25,698 on the map, 3,000 AFVs are on the map, 2,810 of them are ready for combat this time, 207 in the reserves, not much. 1302 as far as airplanes on the map. 14, we've got more in the reserves than we have on the map, but a lot of those are recon aircraft, unfortunately. Our Axis allies, 915 for what's on the map, 891 for what's actually ready, 6,026 artillery, 257. You can see the ready right there. All of our artillery pieces are ready when it comes to the Axis allies. That seems hard to believe. Reserve forces, not much, not much. Soviets about to crack over 6 million. Okay. Losses. Soviets, 10,157,000 men, 156,000 guns, 47,000 AFVs. We're at 3.3. About 53,000 guns. Still 3 to 1, 3 to 1, 4.5 to 1. Not good enough. All right, we know that. Let's see. Production. Okay, if you like to check out the production page, there you are. Take a screenshot. The Germans have 75,000 men in the pool. Okay. I mean, everything we've been rebuilding in the reserves, as long as we do it like 3 or 4 divisions on refit at a time, has actually been rebuilding. Here's the point totals. 509, now 524. That changed when we left Minsk. Needs 575. So, it was steadily gaining there. Not a whole lot was lost before that check. Then we got to the Czech, we gave up Minsk, and, hopefully I'm not going to give up anything else the rest of the game. So we'll see if we can, that's big talk, right? We'll see. But not willingly, not willingly. All right, losses. Well, there wasn't much action last time, right? And then we'll see map men. Uh-oh, he's starting to go hyperbolic again. We actually ticking up a little bit there. We're bottom pickers right there. Map guns, good lord. Map AFV, oh my god. The humanity. Map aircraft. All those charts are going one direction. And I'm not talking about Anthony's favorite band. Okay, the weather. Well, let's see. That's what I want to see. A nice brown color. Let's put it that way. It's nice mud out there. It's not quite heavy mud yet, right? Here on the main playable, or is that true? I've got 3 different colors of brown out here. That's light mud. I think that is considered heavy mud. I mean, there's only 2 different kinds of mud that I see, and that is not what I would say is light, but that does look darker. I don't know. I'll leave it to your imagination. It's muddy, the big muddy. At the start of the turn, it's raining very heavily in the northern side of the map. It's just raining in the center and the south for the most part. By the end of the turn, okay, well, clear. We don't want it to clear too fast. I got to get everything out of the reserves fast. It's faster. It's still raining off to the west, but the main map, the main playable parts of the map right now, it is not raining. It is raining up by the Narva line, however. Okay, well, you can see the rain if we zoom in. 4 raindrops keep falling on my head. Yep, 4 and 4. Down here it's 2, not raining quite as hard in the south. See where that demarcation is. 2, it's about right here. Right at the Yaselda River. No, that's the Pripyat River. Oh, and this is a tributary, the Yaselda. Yeah, the Pripyat River. Interesting. I said I watched that document. Well, it's not a documentary. It's it's a fictional show, but it's based on the real events of Chernobyl. Man, oh man, if you haven't watched that show Chernobyl that was on Showtime or HBO, I can't remember which. Whoa, is that good? That'll blow your mind. I mean, I'm generally, I would say, in favor of nuclear power, but you watch something like that and you're like, wow, I don't know, man. I don't know. Franco is still dead. Well, I hope so, Paul. It'd be crazy if he popped up on a green screen in Ukraine. But you know, the way the world is nowadays, I probably wouldn't even be surprised if Elvis is over there, as far as I know. Uh, all right, I'm going to call this an episode. When we come back next time, I don't think we're going to do much with the air. We're going to jump right onto the ground, and I'll do my damnedest to try to get as far through the turn as I can tomorrow morning, my time, at 10 a.m. We'll do it again. Peter says it was on HBO. Yeah, if you haven't watched Chernobyl, my lord, great acting too. Two of my favorite actors, Skarsgård and oh, what's the guy's name that plays the scientist? Man, is he a good actor. Anyway, you guys are great.